Hey, it's Jessica DeMassa with WTF Health. I'm here at Bayer G4A's signing day, and joining me right now, I have Helge. He is the CEO and co-founder of Visotec, and I love talking to folks with devices. So show us what you have here. What is this and what's it for?
Well, this is a pretty small device, actually, which helps people with retinal diseases to check their retina and see whether another treatment is necessary or everything is okay.
Okay, and so this is for what disease?
Mainly AMD. So in AMD, you have fluids in the retina, which there evolves, and you really don't know when that is happening. And if it's happening, you have to do an injection. And this device precisely tells you when to do it.
Okay, so I want to back up for a second because this is very novel. And so this is what's so different about this is how small it is and how low cost it will ultimately be to manufacture. So let's talk about what this is going up against that's currently in the market. So what's this testing currently like for somebody who has AMD?
Yeah. So OCT devices right now are more or less the size of a furniture, so like a big chair, or it's a table with like a device on it.
Oh, you're kidding.
And then actually, you use it always at the clinic, or at the ophthalmologist.
Oh, yeah, because who wants to take that home?
Yeah, you want another furniture in your home. So that's the one problem. And the other problem is that the technology is far too expensive for a home care device.
Okay.
And what we actually did is we invented a completely new approach to do OCT. And this allows us now to build like a really small device, which is like about 50 times cheaper than a traditional OCT device in the end. And yeah.
And the person can take it home. So how often are they testing for this when they have this condition?
That's actually a good question. I think probably the best way is to do it daily, just to get like a routine into it and habitize it. Because otherwise, well, if you do it bi-weekly, well, you don't know. And you wouldn't need to do it that often at the beginning, but at the later stage, so after an injection, the later it gets, the more often you would have to do it. But I think just to keep it simple, daily before brushing your teeth.
All right, so tell us a little bit, how did you invent this technology? What does it do? How does it work?
Well, we actually have the background in this technology, so we were working on different principles of doing OCT for a long time. Okay. And well, this technology here was basically the result of thinking out, well, we had this application in mind, and then, well, can we somehow combine it to build a really, really cheap OCT system? And, well, that's the result out of it.
Okay, here it is. So tell us a little bit about your company. You guys are you patenting this? Where are you at in that process of protecting your IP?
So we actually filed 5 patents for this technology, so 1 on the ground technology and then 4 more patents surrounding it. Well, right now we are 4 people working that, plus 4 full-time people and plus a few more. Yeah.
And you have an MVP, obviously. And so where are you guys at? Like, how quickly do you think you'll be able to go to market?
Well, we are currently evaluating this technology in a clinical study. And this study says, well, people can use it at home, which isn't obvious because OCT until now was always used in the clinics, but people can use it at home. That is the first. And that we see all the relevant biomarkers. That's the results we have until now. What we have to do now is check whether patients are willing to use it at home. We're pretty confident they want to use it, but that's why we are building like the small device right now, which we give patients home to actually like use it there and get the results out of it. And this also gives us the data to analyze it in the end to actually tell whether, well, there's any changes or if everything is okay.
And you guys are building an algorithm around that too to help personalize treatment regimes and things like that, right?
Yeah, so right now we're building algorithms to detect those biomarkers, but we aren't able to actually see the changes in those biomarkers yet because, well, there's just no data available where people do like daily OCT measurements because usually people have to go into the clinics for that. Yeah, and that for obvious reasons doesn't work. So right now we're doing the diagnostics, and with the new data then we will do the how it changes.
Yeah, no, this is so exciting. It's such an interesting endeavor. So here you are at Bayer's signing day. Tell us, I guess, what the attraction was to this G4A program for a company like yours.
So for those AMD disease, Bayer is one of the major companies who do actually the treatment. And this treatment actually works really well, but it's just that people always miss the time when the treatment is necessary. And so that's like a natural collaboration there where you need somebody who actually says when it's necessary and the other one who builds the drug to treat it. And
So
that's
exciting.
That's
I
the
love
main-
this. It's like a digital wraparound, at-home device wraparound to an existing pharmaceutical that's already out there. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and talking with us. It's a pleasure to speak with you. I'm Jessica DeMassa with WTF Health. Thanks so much for joining us.